Hey everybody, we are going through this first chapter of James in this series. We just got through the first chapter, week 1. Pastor David, he talked about trials and persecution. And this past week, and then we looked at temptation and practical ways to live out our faith. Both are so connected. When we are in trials, when hardship comes our way, when we're dealing with persecution, that is when we are most tempted and most vulnerable to cutting corners, to lowering our standards, diminishing our call to be holy. I think about Stephen, the first martyr. He was the first person to die for his allegiance to Jesus. And as he was being stoned, Acts chapter 7, it records that he was saying, while they're stoning him, "Lord, do not hold this sin against them." I mean, talk about persecution. He is literally in the process of being martyred for his faith. The temptation is to give in, deny the faith maybe so he doesn't get stoned, or at least yell back, curse them out while they stone him. But no, Stephen, he lives within his convictions. He knows what he is being persecuted for. He does not give in to temptation in the midst of his persecution. He embodies these words from James that we looked at. Chapter 1, verse 19, it says, "Let every person," he's speaking to Christians here, "every single one of you be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger." These words are easier said than done. And in our culture, we certainly don't face persecution to the extreme that Stephen does or other Christians around the world do today. But we live in a culture that is increasingly accepting of sin, increasingly hostile to those with convictions against sin. And so many Christians are so easily tempted because of technology. With how connected we are through social media, everybody gets a voice, everybody gets an opinion, for better or for worse. Usually it's for worse. And this has created a lot of problems, a lot of temptation, and a lot of un-Christ-like behavior for people who are claiming the name of Christ. In verse 23, James warns, if someone merely listens to the message, the gospel of Jesus Christ, and does not live it out, he's like someone who gazes at his own face in a mirror and then goes out and immediately forgets what sort of person he was. James, he is petitioning, he is urging followers of Christ to not just hear the word on Sunday, to not just worship on the holy day, but to live it out, lest you forget who you are. Live it out on Monday through Saturday. Verse 25, it says, the one who remembers, the one who meditates on the word, acts on it, will be blessed in what he has done.